Anybody know what Muhammad Ali's affirmation was? I am the greatest, right? That might sound a little pompous, I am the greatest. But the question is, who else was going to tell him that? And who else is going to tell you that? Who else is going to tell you that? You know, sadly, the truth is that throughout the course of our lives, we're going to run into hundreds, if not thousands of people who, for one reason or another, that have absolutely nothing to do with us, right? They're going to be all up in their own head, they're going to be having a bad day, and they're going to bump into us, and they're going to say something that knocks us down, that belittles us, that demeans our dreams, that really is like naysays everything that we're working for. And the key thing to remember here is, you don't have to be one of those people doing that to yourself.
Bravery is not a feeling, it's an act. You don't have to feel brave to be brave. In fact, even after nearly 700 self-assigned comfort zone challenges, I wish that I could tell you differently, but I'm still afraid all the time. In fact, last year, when I went full-time in my consulting business, everyone from the outside said, "Go get him. You're amazing. You're so brave. I could never do that." While at home, I didn't sleep for 3 weeks. That's what being brave is like. It also feels like wanting to throw up all over yourself. It also feels like being self-conscious. It also feels like wondering what people will say about you or think about you when you start the blog or you push publish or you say, "I'm ready to start," or "I'm over, let's begin." That is what being brave feels like.
Without boundaries, you're going to have a hard time getting the deep work that you want to get done, the stuff that really matters, as we've heard before. So I'm going to talk to you and teach you how you can start to set those boundaries in a way that is really simple and also flexible and durable, because the one thing that's been missing from productivity for a long time is the personal aspect of it. We tend to hear about productivity as get as much done as quickly as possible that we've been told to do. But productivity is really more about checking off the right boxes, making sure that we're doing things effectively first and efficiently over time, so we get better at doing things before we try to do them faster.
I mentioned earlier that we're going to talk about why finishing is so important. You kind of know. Let's dig in deep. First and most important thing is, impact does not come from what you're going to do. Impact comes from what you have done. The best-selling book, or the book that you don't write, cannot become a bestseller. It cannot change lives. The nonprofit you don't start doesn't transform other people. The business that you don't begin doesn't provide solutions in the marketplace. Impact only comes from the things that you have done, not the things that you're thinking about doing. Creative constipation is a thing, and it's exactly what it sounds like. How many times have you gotten a whole bunch of ideas, and then you get stuck, and you can't do anything with any of them, and you go kind of toxic? It's eating at you. You're not taking any action on it. Ugh. Finishing gets it out of your system, and that's an important thing to do.
Imagine you have a basketball team, and what's the ultimate goal of any sports team? Is to win the championship game. They want to get to the state champs, they want to win the championship game. So you have this basketball team, and that's their ultimate goal. That's the goal of the season. They want to win the championship game. Now, how are they going to get to the championship game? Well, they're going to practice. And so they're going to do drills, they're going to do free throws, they're going to practice. That's how they're going to get to that goal. So now imagine you took away the goal altogether. Imagine you took away the goal, because sometimes the goal is so big that it's overarching. Sometimes it's so big, it puts so much weight on your chest that you're like, oh, I can't start that today. I'll start tomorrow. Like, I still want to achieve that goal, but I can't start today. So I'll start later. I'll start later when I have more time. So sometimes that goal is so big. So now imagine you erase that goal altogether. Imagine they're not going for the state championship game. They are just doing the ritual. Imagine they're just focusing on the ritual, and they're making sure they get that done. Just focusing on the ritual of practicing. I'm gonna bet they're gonna get pretty close to that goal, if not achieve it, just by doing the rituals.